Hello, Marvel friends, and today we're going to be talking about one of the world's most loved supervillains in Marvel, the Juggernaut, who originally his first appearance was in the X-Men issue 12 and issue 13. So now let's move on to how he became the Juggernaut. So Juggernaut, well, his real name was Kane. And he had his parents, but his mother originally died, and he had his stepbrother, which was originally Professor Charles Xavier, and he was a little jealous of him because of his mind control power. He used to tease him because he was his stepbrother, and tease him and beat him up. One day during a fight in the lab, he did something in his dad's lab. He originally threw a potion at that and it caused a fire. And their dad originally died to save his kids and to save Kane. Then they joined the U.S. Army once, and one day during their mission, Kane found a jewel, and whoever touched it turned into a big juggernaut, and he touched it, and then he became super strong. And then they were like, "It's a living juggernaut. Let's get out of here." And so he originally was trapped in so many rocks, like a pile of rocks. But he originally got out of them in years. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Well, yeah. Alright, so, the Juggernaut, and so, he originally got his costume and stuff, and then, there you go. He turned into the Juggernaut, the bad guy. And he also had some other fights with the X-Men. He originally fought the X-Men and stuff, and the X-Men beat him, but he kept on going and going and going. Well, one day in the X-Men comics, they originally get Juggernaut captured, and he also loses his helmet in some of the comics, and that is really bad. If he loses his helmet, then he gets more weaker stuff. And so he originally get his helmet removed by the X-Men and is captured by them in a little prison. Professor Charles Xavier originally mutated him and stuff. And so that's how he got captured, but he originally broke out of his cell, and he was like, "Yes, I'm free!" Our Juggernaut, as I was saying, the Juggernaut, if you want to get him on some TV too, then, I usually say this at the end, but today I'll say it before. If you want to get him on some TV, then you can watch an episode of Ultimate Spider-Man, I think. Some episodes of those. I think he's in a few of those, which you can watch him in. The Juggernaut originally also had one of the hardest battles with the X-Men. And yeah, he's saying, I'm got his helmet on again. But he was a mutator, and then one day, he became the unstoppable Juggernaut. He became unstoppable. And his mind was and he and his brother's mind were both in the same one. And so, he originally got a hammer and became way super powerful. But one day he went to prison, and he originally became friends with Black Adam, I think. Who I don't know who's my character. And they needed more than just those two to stop the X-Men. But they were originally best friends in prison, as they were partners there. And so they originally captured Madam Web, and when the Juggernaut and then Spider-Man leaped to the rescue to save Madam Web. They originally defeated the Juggernaut, Spider-Man did, took down him and put him into a pit, which took him about a month to get out in there. And here's some battles what the Juggernaut's been in. He's been in the World War Hulk battle with Hulk, and he's been like Hulk had a son named Scar, and he was training him to become a hero. And one day, the Juggernaut showed up, and then Scar originally hit him with a powerful punch. And also, he had a battle with Wolverine and Thor. And Thor originally made him lose his hammer, and then, well, he had no more hammer. And I'll tell you some facts about the Juggernaut. He weighs 900 pounds. I'll tell you a fact about him. He weighs, oh, I already said that, yeah. He weighs 900 pounds. Now, let's move on to powers and abilities. Alright, so Juggernaut's powers and abilities are super strength, and he's very strong, and he's like a gigantic force field. If you try to like hit him, like it will not work. And he also, if he has a healing factor, and in one comic shows him in his bones and stuff. Like, ooh, it was really creepy. One time in the X-Men comic, like somebody had to use somebody in the Juggernaut's body, and they choose the one of the X-Men, I think was Kitty Pryde, and Colossus was like, no, I'll be in the Juggernaut's body, and then he became the unstoppable Juggernaut. He looked actually pretty cool, like it was like his metal body in the Juggernaut suit. And so he's also in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 4 and X-Men issue 12, issue 13. And he also got captured in there, but he originally then appeared in the X-Men again in issue 32 and issue 32 and issue 33. Anyway, friends, that's it for the Juggernaut, but if you want to check out more of my videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you next week's video. Bye! You can't stop me now.